Let's take a look at a couple of factoring examples. This first polynomial, I can factor out the greatest common factor. 4 divides both of those numbers. X cubed is the smallest exponent for x, so I can factor out x cubed, and then I can factor out a single y, because the first term only has y. So left behind from the first term is 5x squared, and from the second term we have 3y. And so what's left behind, it no longer has any common factors, and so that's the simplest form. So so what's left behind, I guess, would technically be a prime polynomial. It can't factor. The second example here involves factoring by grouping. So let's take a look at that process. If I look at the first two terms together, I can factor out a y from those two. It leaves behind x squared minus 10. From the second two terms, I can factor out a negative 3, and it leaves behind an x squared minus 10. Because negative 3 times negative 10 gives me a positive 30, so I have to change that plus sign to a minus sign. Then we can see that x squared minus 10 is a common factor of both this second part after the minus sign and the first part. From the first part, we get a y. From the second part, we get a minus 3. And so that becomes a second factor, y minus 3. And so the factorization is y minus 3 times x squared minus 10.